Good morning and welcome to Hindsight 2021 for mid-February. I'm Damian Muziani and here's your news. Leading off, in another magical escape act that would make David Blaine blush, former President Donald J. Trump dodged a Senate impeachment conviction for a record second time last week after 43 senators voted not guilty at trial. We at Hindsight now believe that Trump's middle initial must stand for the Hispanic spelling of Houdini. What Houdini could not make disappear was the ire from former Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who called Trump morally responsible for the January attack on the U.S. Capitol, but flip-flopped by voting not guilty. Why would Mitch do such a thing? Because he said a former president could not face trial in the Senate. Yet wasn't McConnell in position to help convict Houdini before he left office, but instead forced a delay in the impeachment proceedings? That is such a two-faced move that McConnell will have to be played by either Tommy Lee Jones or Aaron Eckhart in the movie version of this saga. The seismic impact of U.S. partisan politics was not the cause, however, of a 7.1 magnitude earthquake that rocked Japan over the weekend. In fact, the event was classified as simply an aftershock of an earlier 9.0 ground splitter in the area. What is very curious is that the original quake happened 10 years ago. Remember this rump shaker? That was the infamous Fukushima nuclear plant disaster of 2011. Now this really changes the game. If you can blame a current event as just an aftershock from years ago, then maybe we can use that excuse for other actions. For example, Melania Trump can now say that her plagiarized RNC speech was just an aftershock of Michelle Obama's from 8 years prior. Jared Leto's Joker portrayal is just an aftershock of Joaquin Phoenix's, which in turn was an aftershock of Heath Ledger's and Jack Nicholson's. Now, I know, what's with the Batman references today, right? Or how about that new god-awful adaptation of Stephen King's The Stand? That's just an aftershock of, every horror cash grab reboot on the planet. Even the aftershock drink itself is just an aftershock of Goldschlager, really, if you think about it. And of course, you can just swap those out with any of your favorite cinnamon spirits. And speaking of swapping out, our closer today comes from the state whose official emoticon should just be a palm on your forehead. Ah, Florida, our old friend. In Orange City, an arrest warrant was issued for a man named Joseph Davis who proposed to his girlfriend using an engagement ring that he secretly stole from his other girlfriend, who recognized both the man and the ring in a Facebook post. Davis would also take the women to each other's houses while the other was at work, claiming the homes were his. The two victims connected with each other to settle the stolen jewelry claim and then both dumped the aspiring bigamist. Davis was reached by phone and fervently claimed his innocence, stating that his second girlfriend was merely an aftershock of the first. Hey, Joseph, that's our bit. Hands off. You just use that two-timing mind of yours to decide who's going to play you in the movie, Nicholas D'Agostino or William Shatner. And that's your news. Please subscribe and share the happiness, and I'll see you next week with Fresh Hindsight.